Hi, my name is Bill Procopio. I'm a retired engineer from Boeing Satellite Systems of El Segundo, and I live in Rancho Palos Verdes, California. Today I'm going to be talking about MIDI, the DAW, and software instruments. What is MIDI data? It's Musical Instrument Digital Interface. It's a communication between a keyboard controller and a sound controller. Multi-message structure that allows for control of note on-off, velocity, volume, pitch control, pedals, expression. A stream of MIDI data is like a captured score performance, but it doesn't have any sound. It can be applied to most keyboard type functions. The MIDI data is captured by a DAW, which is software on the computer and can be manipulated post-recording. What is a DAW? Digital Audio Workstation, and it's the software on the computer which captures the MIDI or audio-based performance. The DAW is organized into tracks: digital audio, software instrument, MIDI for control of an external MIDI device, and there are also master and auxiliary tracks. The DAW is a powerful tool to allow for correction, manipulation, and final production of a musical performance. Now, a key capability of the DAW is that it can take MIDI, which is really sound agnostic, there's no sounds, and produce just about any sound that is available as a plug-in to the DAW software. The MIDI performance captured in the DAW is represented and edited in either of two timeline-based formats: piano roll, which shows notes and bars having length and level, or score, which looks like sheet music. The DAW can also create printable sheet music that is annotated and finalized with performance criteria and pros. We will be showing Apple's Logic Pro 9. We called up Apple's Logic Pro 9 and created a new file which has an arrange window. But the first thing it's going to ask us is what kind of track do we want to create. So we're going to select software instrument track. We also want to show the piano roll so that we can see the MIDI notes as they come in. We can see that the MIDI notes are coming in this area down at the bottom. And we also, in this particular case, we want to change the beats per minute to 110. And then we want to enable our clicker. So then we start recording. Stop the recording. When we played the keyboard, we created a thing called a region. And the region is the collection of the MIDI events or notes. Now we can click and drag this region to move it around, and I'm going to move it to the front of the track so it plays right away. We're also missing sound, so we need to select a software instrument. And we're going to select Live Grand Piano. Now we're going to play it. Well, it turns out that there's still a little bit of bad timing in the notes, so we're going to select them all, and then we're going to apply some 16th note quantization, but I actually don't want to do that to all the notes. There's some notes that I don't want to do that to, so I'm going to exclude them. I'm going to apply the 16th note quantization, and then I'm going to play it again. So you can see that it tightened up. Now we are going to make a second track, which is going to be a performance based upon the first. So we click on the Add Track, then we copy the region, paste it into the new track, then we modify the region in order to take out the notes that are not associated with the melody, because we're going to select an instrument that is based upon the melody. And then we're going to want to make sure that the notes are played continuously, so we have to stretch them out a little bit, because that's the nature of, we're going to select violin. And now we play it. So now you get the idea that you can create additional performances based upon the first performance.